our first edition of Natural Healing of the Body and testimonials of some of our patients who are on our program and getting better. So tonight we're going to meet a patient of mine who went through trouble with the sinuses, went to the medical doctors, allopathic medicine we call it, and was still having the same problem. And we intervened with natural herbs, and now she's much better. So we're going to talk to her in a little while. Her name is Nicia Moraine, and how she repair her problem naturally with herbs when the allopathic doctors couldn't do anything for her. And number two, we're going to tell you what we use and the program she was on in order to help her to heal her sinusitis and her drain of the sinuses. Alright, so we're going to meet her in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds. First thing, we're going to talk to Lisa about how her problem started. That's number one. And then we're going to show you a video of how she was draining. And now you're going to see now that she's not draining anymore. That's a testimonial, right? Welcome to Natural Healing of the Body program, Lisa Moraine.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
And you're also a friend of the family, right?
Very much so.
You know, say that's who got it, right?
On the brink here.
That's what I'm saying. So you know that when you're doing so, you can't have no sinuses draining.
At all.
Right,
you can't have anything to distract that.
That's what I'm saying. Alright. So I wanted to start from the beginning, how the problem with your sinuses started.
Oh yeah. Actually I saw that was happening when I started gymming in June, really.
That was June of this year, 2018.
This year, yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually I started lifting weights, you know, trying to get the body fit and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Back into the fitness mode.
But you know, women who lift weights don't see no period, eh? Watch it, eh?
Oh. Light weights.
Okay, wonderful.
So, you know, doing some of the reps on the floor, I noticed I was having a bit of drainage, but it wasn't that frequent. You know, it's just like little signs of, like, you know, when you have probably, I thought it was sweat. When I saw that, I was like, no, this is not sweat. And most times when I bend down again, I was just see like you know when you open a tap.
Right. So it was coming from your nose itself.
Yes.
Now you didn't have no scratching of the eyes, no scratchy eyes, no red eyes.
No.
That's the runny nose you had.
That's the runny nose.
All right. Okay.
So I didn't really take it on as much. I took it lightly. Your wife was actually was there with me. That's my gym partner, as you know. She noticed as well that drainage was coming from my nostril, and she, you know, asked me what it was. But, you know, I wasn't too clear of what was happening as yet. I thought it was probably maybe because I'm, you know, doing the exercises, and that probably would cause me to go through that. Right. So I left it alone. So June, July, still happening, you know, and I decided to go to the doctor. That was, well, I went through carnival, you know, I'm into the...
Yeah, after August, carnival.
Yeah,
done,
so imagine I was experiencing that from June, July, August, 3 months of that mucus drainage, and nothing was happening. So I decided to go to the doctor. I did scans and so on. It was 2 scans, I think I did. Yeah, and I got a couple of treatments and so on from the doctors.
And the treatment was what, antibiotics?
Yes,
okay.
Yes, and other medication
that's
and
what
so
they give
on.
you sinusitis, okay.
You know, I did a head scan as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
But usually they will do the head scan to see if you have a head cold.
Oh.
Because there are also sinuses in the head too.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So they did the head scan. When they did the head scan, what happened? What did they find out?
I think they said one of the pulp was growing. Is it pulp?
Oh, okay.
Was growing underneath my right nostril. So they treated me for that. But that treatment went on for a while. You know, the whole of September.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of 2018.
2018, and my mom asked me to visit the doctor. You know, which you're a herbalist, and she was mentioning you. She told me to, you know, go to you and ask you what's the problem or what can I do to get it solved. And I was grateful. I am still grateful that you and your wife decided to take me to the doctor to get my first scan. Right. You know, and from there.
We took it to Spice Imaging Center.
Yes, right. Spice in there.
We work with that particular institution in terms of those scans, CT scans and MRIs and blood work and stuff. So we work with that particular center there. And you did a scan over there.
Yes.
Right. And the scan came back with the
some
problems in your brain.
Yeah.
Okay. That was affecting your sinuses.
Sinuses, yeah.
Okay. And then what happened? You went back to the doctor.
Yes, I went back. So I had a couple of visits every week. Every week I had to do a couple of checkups to see if there's any improvement or if the medication was working.
Right.
You know, to stop that particular thing which called mucus drainage.
Right.
And it's been happening for like a month, and no problem was being solved.
But so in the month of taking the drugs,
yes,
you know, they were taking antibiotics.
Yes,
so they were treating you for sinusitis, sinus infection.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
And that was not working for you.
It wasn't.
No. It wasn't stopping the drainage from the sinuses.
No.
Okay.
Because most times what I have to do, put a extra bed sheet on top of my pillow with a towel, so that will soak up, because you wouldn't imagine when I wake up in the morning, I would have to wring that towel, that bath towel,
right.
big towel.
Right.
So much drainage was happening, and I was embarrassed to go outside because, you know, meeting people in the public and with my face wet and my chest wet. So no, that was a bit embarrassing. So I had to stay indoors for a few weeks, and the only time I was going out there because I was going for our next doctor visit, and that was every week. You know.
Okay. And then I think we went to African doctor.
Yes.
You know, because you know then people going to say, he's a herbalist, he's going to be with doctors. But we took it to an African doctor.
Yes.
And he advised us to get an X-ray of the sinuses instead of a CT scan or you know, ultrasound, whatever. You know, and that was important because that will pick up a lot of stuff in the sinuses.
Right. Yeah.
And I think you said before that you told the doctor that you was going to see a herbalist, which is me.
Yeah.
And the doctor said to you, I'm not a doctor.
Well, you're not a doctor.
So don't come by me.
Well,
so
technically
technically that's what he's saying. He's not a doctor, so don't go by him. All right, but you were still draining though.
I was draining.
Okay.
Ridiculously. Like, I was draining a lot. You know, so I used to actually walk with two rags, you know, to keep dry and so on. But it was unbearable. It started, I don't know, I was getting stressed out. It was irritating. It was unbearable.
Right, so you would come with a rag, and then automatically you would have to, that rag would full.
Yes,
with
and I would
mucus.
have to wring that.
Right, in how long space of time? You would have that.
Say half an hour, that's full.
Full of the rag is
Maybe
full.
less than that.
Then you have to use another rag again.
Another rag.
And then you keep on filling all the time.
Yes.
So in reality, the drug that you were taking was not, it was not fixing your problems. All right, because obviously we have to go to the cause of it.
Yes.
All right, so then when you found out now that the allopathic medicine was not working for you,
well,
what did you do?
I actually went, but before that I started getting side effects as well, because under my arms are itching a lot.
From the drugs?
Yes.
They do have side effects.
You know, the private parts are itching as well, so I was like, no, you know, it's doing more harm than good. So I actually came to my friend, to your wife, and I told her about it, and I was advised that I need to see you immediately. And when we called you, and I think he was overseas. I
was overseas in New York at the time.
He was overseas.
But I had the herbs over here.
Yes.
Right.
So you called and you told her what to get. Everything was herbs, pure herbs. It wasn't no mixture, no liquid or no chemicals or nothing. It was pure herbs. And I started taking that the same time. The same day you said, you know, I had to start taking it. When we called you, and I started taking it from the same day. And that lasted for 2 weeks. I started taking the herbs.
You say you drank the herb in a tea. You did it in a tea form.
Right.
Because they give you the herbs in bulk.
Yes.
To make up the tea.
Yes.
All right. Then you started to drink those.
So within not even a whole 2 weeks, a week passed, and probably 3 days after, didn't even notice the drainage was stopped. Right. Woke up a morning and, you know, it was normal, and my bed was dry, my pillow was dry. And I didn't really notice that. You know, you go about your normal routine. But then I realized, you know, you probably, I was in the kitchen, and most times I have to kind of like plug up my nose,
right.
You know, and I didn't really do anything, and I realized the drainage was stopped.
Right.
Then I called your wife, and I was like, you know, I actually prayed about it first. You know, I got emotional about it. I prayed and I actually didn't call. I sent a text to say, tell your husband thanks, and you know he's a blessing to us, you know, to human nature, and I'm grateful for what he has done through Christ.
Yeah, give the most out of the glory.
Yeah. So the drainage stopped after taking your herbs, and I think the public should really know about your blessing and your skill and what you can do for us.
Yeah.
You know, and I think you're the man for the poor people.
Blessing of the poor,
yes.
because they shall inherit the earth. But you know what though, we want to mention this though, that when Nicia had the drainage, I was in New York at the time, and we had all the herbs here because when I'm away, my wife do all my business for me, and all the herbs are at the house. So a lot of people talk about what Dr. Stevie said about golden seed. See, golden seed is one of the best herbs around. It's on the brink of extinct. So we have to really kind of cherish that particular plant. But it's very significant for when you have sinus troubles that is affecting the tissues. So a lot of people say golden seed is this and golden seed is that, but golden seed is one of the main herbs we use there. So we use golden seed, we use ocean root, it's a Chinese plant. We use lily turf, another Chinese herb again. We use ocean root, and ocean root helps to kind of drive the sinuses. And we use a few other plants like elecampane, and we use some spikenard, and those are the herbs we use to help to drive the sinuses because she was draining. Now lots of people who do have sinus infection or sinusitis will go and remove the adenoids in the nose. I think you didn't do that, did you?
No.
So we just kind of like grabbed all the sinuses, and we took her off of cheese and milk and eggs and beers. You know what I'm saying? You understand?
I was paying attention, and I was doing exactly what
I told you to do. And you see now you're all fixed, you're all healed, right? So you got to give Jehovah God the glory, ain't it? It's wonderful. Alright? So you're all fixed up now, you're not draining anymore.
No, not
so what we're going to do, we're going to show you a small portion of a video of Nicia Moray when she was draining, so you could know that she's speaking truth, because she got healed naturally through the herb that God put on the earth for us to use on a regular basis for healing. Bend down low. Bend down low, go and bend, man.
See, nothing is
coming out.
Nothing.
Alright.
Nothing.
And we're going to show that piece where you're draining. She fixed her sinuses, okay? And anybody who have sinus infection or sinusitis, you can repair the sinuses once you know what to do. Drugs don't fix these things, okay? But the herb that God put on the earth for us to use, these are the things we have to use for healing. That's the key. Alicia, I want to thank you for coming by to give your testimonial to the world. And I'm very glad to hear that you're feeling better, and I want you to stay on that program and stay focused, because that's the key.
Sure.
And don't go back and do the same thing that caused you to have sinuses in the first place. So thank you for coming. And we're going to have more testimonials coming from people who had cancer and now are cancer free, and people who had lupus and now are lupus free. So we're going to have more testimonials coming up on natural healing of the body. Thank you, Lucy, for coming back.
Thank you for having me. And on behalf of my family, I would like to thank you and your wife, Christy Dells, for taking care of me and helping me to heal. I really appreciate and I'm grateful for everything you have done, and continue doing the good works that you are doing. Yeah. A lot of people out there need you, you know. So thank you very much for having me.
Yes, and don't forget to give Jehovah God all the glory.
True.
So give him all the glory. Blessed day.
And the herbs have no side effects.
Yes. No side effects. No itching on your arm, right?
No itching,
there you
nothing.
Go. Give God the glory.